everyone, how are you today? I love to see all you guys, and more than that, I love to share with you some knowledge I gained this day. Today, I will talk with you about fiscal policy. Fiscal policy is the routinely debate between politicians around the world about how the government is spending for the citizens for specific programs as their defense or education or healthcare and how they spend in total. Fiscal policy is a very powerful tool. The powerfuls are this tool comes from the multiplier effect. Multiplier effect can be understood as $1 spent or not taxed change much greater than $1 in the nation income. And with whatever the fiscal policy apply to the country as the increase or decrease the government spending, it will create big impact to the country, to the total economic output. The reason why the government use versus the fiscal policy is keeping the unemployment low by speed up the economic growth. They increase the output of the economy, and it is categorized as the expansionary policy. And another reason why the government applied the fiscal policy is of fighting inflation. In case of fighting inflation, the government decreased the output or slowed down the economic growth, and this measure is sorted as the contractionary monetary policy. We have two different theory to approach to the fiscal policy. The first one is a supply side economist that belong to the group of economists who support for decreasing taxes, limiting government's public spending. Let me remind you that during the time of the supply side economist, the inflation in 1980 is much bigger concern in US than it was in 1960. And another theory approaches of the fiscal policy is Keynesian economist who support for public spending, even even if it was a deficit spending. Deficit spending means that the government have to borrow more money to spend, and the Keynesian economist advised for the president during his term the costly Great Social Welfare Program. Consequently, the taxes during this time are much higher when compared to the successors 2 decades later. Basically, with a fiscal policy, you can simply understand that the contractionary fiscal policy mean the slowed down economic output approach that government use or some tools as their increased taxes or decreased spending, and the opposite of fiscal policy is expansionary fiscal policy when government wants to speed up their economic output by decrease taxes and increase spending.